Knight fork. Yes. So the concept of knight fork is, as all of you know, the knight attacks on two pieces. One is the king.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another
It is
is
kind of a double attack. We attack with our knight on our opponent's pieces, more
correct.
than one piece at a time.
Correct. It is kind of a double attack. Okay. And we take the benefit of it. Now, just to give example, okay, this may be repetition for some of the kids. Okay. So in this case, what we are doing, we are bringing the knight here, giving check to the king, correct, and then capturing the queen, correct.
Yes,
Now
sir.
let's see. Actually, if I play this, what will black play now?
Sir, black has no choice but to move his king.
Queen. King.
So it will move the king somewhere like this, correct. Then you capture, it comes here, you go here, right, so that you can attack here. Now what will you do?
Sir, I think it will take two steps at pawn, because if it will take one step, then it will be a knight fork again.
Right.
By
If
the
it,
knight
if it
moving-
comes here to attack on the knight, okay, then you can again give check and capture. Okay, that's the trick, or that is how the knight is effective. You know, the knight helps you capture. Okay, so as Rishika mentioned, yes, the pawn will play two squares. Okay, but then again, we don't have to worry. We will also stop the pawn over there. Yeah, and then king comes, we will come. Yeah.
But what's the sir? What is the use of the king moving?
The king is coming here towards the, like, to capture the knight or to capture these pawns and all, right? So that is
Yeah.
the purpose, right? That's why the king is coming. Now, why this black king, white king is moving? The king is also coming to support the pieces here. Okay.
But it will take a long time. Like you can move.
Let's see actually. Now tell me one thing. What will black play now? If you are black, what will you play now? Kavya, any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is it like that when we do right fork, it should have king and some other piece to attack? Or
Yes.
it can have any two pieces?
Yeah. So if you have any other piece on the board, now just like this example, if you look from the value perspective, okay, 9, 10, 11, correct? 11 from black side and 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 from white. What do you think, who will win?
Black.
Black. Because black has the queen, correct? And black has more points compared to white. But just because it is white to play, and white has got the opportunity to do the knight fork, check and attack, right? Now the situation is changed. Can you see now how many points with black? Only 2 points. And with white,
And
3 plus 3, 6.
fine.
Correct?
It
So-
was
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But still, if we do not attack the king,
Mhm.
and can we do it on some other pieces, other two pieces also?
Yeah, we can. I mean, so this is just one example. Okay. Now another example is after capturing this, sorry, when it comes here, after capturing this, suppose it came here, I came here, you played this, and then I came here. Now again there is a knight fork, correct?
Yes, and before, when in the starting, you could attack the queen and the king, and we could also attack the queen and pawn.
Okay, so you mean to say queen and pawn like this?
Yes.
Okay, now see, the problem is when you try to find the knight fork like this, okay, it is not compulsory for now black to move this only or this only, right? Now what black will do? Black will give check to you and attack on your knight. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me one thing. After this, do you think white is going to win?
No, it just have 3 points.
Right. White will definitely not win. Right. So although this is also night folk, kids. Okay. This is also night folk, as Kavya asked. Okay. To answer your question, Kavya, yes, this is also called as night folk, but this is not compulsory for black now to move the king. But here, can the queen give check from here or here now? No,
No,
neither
because
from
the,
here, neither from here, because there is already a check to your king. Correct?
yeah, yeah.
This is called as forced move. Forced means jabardasti hai. You have no choice but to, correct? You have no choice but to move this. And I am going to capture your queen in front of your eyes. Correct? So it is something like that. Okay. So kids, long story short, here you have the choice. Either play like this, okay, or play like this. Sorry, or play like this. And
As we will play a compulsory move. Like
correct.
we have to play a compulsory move.
Okay. So this shows your maturity in the game. Now you know the pros and cons of both. If I play this, I am going to lose the match. You know that, correct? If I
Yeah.
play this, I am going to win the match. At least I will have chances to win. Not sure whether I will win or not, but at least I will have chances to win. Correct?
Yes,
But,
sir.
but if
Sir,
I play this, there are no chances at all. I am 100 and 200% I am going to lose, because check, move, capture, and gone. Correct? All hopes are gone. Correct?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Check.
Yes, Kavya, any other
Sir,
question?
but this is
No,
an
sir.
illegal move that you made, because after capturing the knight, there was also a check, but you didn't say that there was a check.
Sorry, how? Yeah.
Uh,
So we haven't continued, Rishika, right? The game is over.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Kavya, saying something?
No, sir.
Okay. So let me continue, kids. Now, so you understood the concept of night folk, kids? Everyone? Okay. Let's solve the puzzles then. Sorry, Arush, Prathamesh, Allad, any questions?
No, sir.
Allad? Okay.
No, sir.
Now let me start with Allad. Okay. Allad, you have to solve this puzzle now. Okay. It is white to play. What will you play now? Other kids can send me the answer on chat. Nobody will talk.
Sir, I send the message in chat box.
Yes, kids. Yes, I am watching those. So, yeah, you should not send to everyone. Who send it to everyone? Yeah, Janvi. Janvi, don't send to everyone.
But actually, I by mistakenly sent it.
Okay, okay.
I wasn't aware of that.
Mhm. So just choose the host in that case, okay? That will come to me only.
Sir, is that right?
Yes, answer is correct.
Sir, you can move to E1, rook to E8, and that would give a check to the H8 king.
Okay. So what should I play? Allah?
Sir, did you receive my message?
Do you mean to say I should bring the rook and give check?
Right.
No. The rook will capture your rook, correct? There is a rook which can capture your rook, correct?
Correct.
So you need to think something else.
Sir, there is also a knight that can capture.
Rishika, do not talk. I'm going to take one by one, right? Please do not talk.
Sir, and also, did you receive my message?
Yes.
Is it correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Allah.
I can't think of any way to do this.
Okay. What other pieces you can use, Allah? This is good. Okay, that you thought of giving check. Is there any other piece which can give check to the opponent king?
Sir, also, I want to say that the G7 pawn is having a half point. G7 pawn.
Rishika, do not talk.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Allah.
Well, I can't think of any other piece that can go check.
Okay. Now, if I ask you, make the use of this knight. Can you think of it now?
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I know. The knight could capture the rook on f7, but that means he and that will give a check to the king. I mean a knight fork, but the pawn of course can capture it.
Pawns are coming downside, right? Allah, these pawns are coming downside, right? Can you see the
Right.
address? This is the 7th rank, right? Black pawns are always in 7th rank. They always come down, right? So he cannot capture. This pawn cannot capture. Okay. This is
Right.
not going to happen. So don't worry on that front. Capture, given check, and then knight fork again. King will come here or here. You capture the queen, and you are winning the game. Correct?
Sir, also, I want to tell that the G7 pawn that is there, it's actually half point instead
Yes,
of full
Rishika.
point.
Rishika, yes, you are right. Okay, Allah, is this clear? Okay. Does that help?
Yes, that's clear.
Okay, very good. Very good. Let's go next, kids.
Sir, we can move it to e4 also, and it would be knight 4, but the knight is protected by the rook.
Yes. The knight will capture actually. Okay. And it will be equal exchange. But then, as I said, if you are getting rook plus queen, why will you give your knight for equal exchange, right?
Yeah.
Sir, together you're getting 14 points.
Correct. You are changing the game actually. Now again, kids, if you count this, 9 plus 10, 19 plus 3, 22 plus 5, 27 versus 5 plus 3, 8 and 6, 14. 14 versus 27. Who is going to win, kids?
Black.
Black,
7.
right?
27.
Yeah, of course, black has the added advantage, but because white could find this knight fork, okay? Knight fork can do miracles, kids, okay? Knight fork can do miracles in your game. It can change the direction of the game. correct?
Sir, it can change the whole game.
Exactly. Okay, now let me come next actually to Ahana, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, meanwhile, before that, anybody has any question?
No, sir.
No question.
No, sir.
Can I request kids to take your hand down? Ahana or Arush? Sorry, not Ahana, it was Jannavi, right? Arush, any question? Okay, cool. Let's go to Ahana now. Ahana, question for you. White to play. Sorry, white, not white, black to play. What will you play?
Sir, knight to f3.
Knight to f3. Very good. What is happening because of this? There is
Sir,
a
knight 4. It is giving check and attacking on the bishop and queen.
correct. So what will you choose actually after this? Will you take bishop or will you take queen?
The queen.
Obviously, you will take queen, right? Okay. Next. What will you play now, kids? Black.
Sir,
You will try to
when
solve this.
we
The b7 queen to g2.
when
Sir,
we do
knight to b3.
Knight to b3.
b3. Attacking on the rook.
Yeah, but instead of attacking, you should stop the knight rook actually, okay? Because if you look at, there is a threat to your king, okay? And so if you block it,
but
there is
the
a
queen
protection.
captured, sir.
Yeah, but then you cannot move the queen, right? Unless and until this rook is sitting here, you cannot move the queen from here. And it is a risk. So if you block this, the rook cannot enter this territory itself. Okay. So he might try to come from this side now. Okay, now you can give check. Now I can move my queen, correct, kids? I can give the check now. It will come here. Again, I find another knight fork. Check, knight fork. Correct? Suppose it comes here. I will capture,
Hat.
capture, check. Now do you see any possibility of white winning the game, kids?
No, sir.
No.
Sir, we could also capture the bishop.
But there is
Bishop is protected by pawn, correct?
Oh, okay.
So you cannot
sir.
capture that. Be careful, kids. Yes, Rishika, saying something?
Yes, sir. I also like you made an illegal move because after capturing that piece that was there, you said check, but there is no check.
Where?
After capturing that piece, the pawn. After capturing,
Is this a check or not, Rishika?
yes, that is a check.
So that is what I talked actually. Okay.
Okay.
Now it will capture. So it is getting out of check. Then you capture the pawn. Correct. And the game will continue. Black will win. Okay. I will not continue this now, kids. Okay. Any questions regarding this?
No, sir.
The white bishop
No,
cannot
sir.
do anything because the black pawns are on the white square and the bishop is dark side,
Correct.
back square.
Yes. So this is important here, kids. Okay. So Ahana, you identified it correctly. Very good. Let's go to the next one, kids.
Sir.
Now let me ask to whom? To whom? Not Arush. To Kavya. You want to solve? Yes, let's go to Kavya. Okay. Yes. White to play.
Sir, is this a different puzzle?
Yes, this is different and this is only for Kavya. Okay. Other kids can say. Other kids can send answer on chat.
Sir, it's black to play or white to play?
Black to play.
Okay, sir.
And F2.
Knight to
F2.
F2. Very good. Knight F2 plus. Okay, it is giving check to the king. And what else is happening, Kavya?
It is attacking the queen.
Yes, it is going to capture the queen. Okay. So it comes here. Captured. What will white say?
After capturing the queen, it is giving threat to the bishop and rook also.
Yes,
It is knight
giving
four.
threat to the bishop and rook, but then rook has chance to capture this. Okay, however,
What
it
is
will
this?
not. Yes, Ahana saying something.
So it is still knight 4.
Yeah, it is still a knight,
This also.
but then
Okay.
it will attack here. Now, let's see what you can do. You can give check. Okay, now this is a force move, kids. Okay, check. You capture, otherwise I am anyways going to capture. Now you might wonder, sir, why are we giving our rook? Correct?
Sir, we should capture the rook.
No, but then question is, why am I giving my rook, kids? Isn't it a question for you?
Sir, because if we will capture the rook, then at least we are getting 5 points. If we will move the king, we are not getting any
No,
points.
Prishika, you are not giving correct answer, beta. Have you heard about this? When you are materially ahead, what should we do, kids?
Trade.
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 That is the reason I am trading my rook. Okay, note this down, kids. Okay, Alhad for you, Prathamesh for you. Okay, remember this. When you are materially ahead, what does this mean, kids? When you have got the extra material, extra pieces with you. Okay, when you have got the extra pieces with you. Now, in this case, just identify. Okay, white has 2 bishops, 1 rook. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns. Okay, 2 bishops, 1 rook, 6 pawns. White has, sorry, black has 2 rooks. Instead of 1 rook, we have 1 rook extra. Okay, correct, kids? And instead of 1 bishop, I have 1 knight, but I have 1 bishop less. Okay, but then I have extra rook. So if you compare, what is the value of a rook?
5
points.
What is the value of a bishop?
3
2
points.
points.
What is
3
better?
points.
What is better, 3 or 5?
5 points.
5.
That means black is materially ahead, correct? And from pawns perspective, white has 6 pawns, black has 5, but then white has double pawn, correct?
Yeah, sir.
So
So
only half point is extra over there. Okay, and now because black has extra rook, it is okay for the black to exchange the rook. Okay, now because of this exchange, there is already 1 rook with black, correct? So
Yeah.
black has simplified the game, correct? Black has simplified the game. So that otherwise this rook which white had, it must have been troubling. For example, now before this, he brought the rook here so that it will attack on the knight, correct? So all the time it will keep troubling. So instead of that, just remove it. This is called as when you are materially ahead, trade. You are taking the opportunity. Now again, I got the
it's a knight
opportunity.
fork.
Yeah.
Knight fork.
Yes, I got the knight fork opportunity again, right? It comes here,
Yeah.
captured, comes here, captured. Now can you see? The knight is troubling to the white king, white player, correct?
Sir.
And that's the reason. Now kids, one more thing, okay? can you, if I play this, suppose, can you find any good move from black? What will you play?
The B1, B8, rook captures B2.
Rook that is there to capture the pawn.
Correct. The rook will capture this.
Yes, sir. It won't only give check when the
Sir, but
king
it's
can
been also.
capture the bishop.
Bishop.
Correct. Now, do you have any doubt black winning the game, kids?
Black winning the
No,
game,
sir.
no doubt.
No doubt it will win, right? So, understood, kids? This one simple move and the direction of the game change. Now, before this, can you see white is materially ahead, correct? Can we count, kids?
Yeah.
9 plus 5, 14 plus 6, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, 25.5,
26.
25
It's
and half,
27.
25 and half. Okay. And now can we count from black side? 5,
Yeah.
10, 13 plus 3, 18. Right? Only 18 points. White is clearly in winning position at this point of time. But this one move and the game is changed. Correct?
Yes.
Another knight fork. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Another knight fork. Okay, so many examples of knight fork in simple, one single example, kids. Yeah. So any doubt in this, kids? Any doubt? Anybody? Allah,
Yes, sir.
Ahana,
Sir,
Prathamesh?
can you just show
No,
the
sir.
notes because I'm writing.
What? Don't write,
that-
Rishita. Don't write. Not required. Are you saying this? This one?
Yes.
Okay, you can note this down actually. No issues. When you are materially ahead, trade. And along with writing, do remember this forever, kids. Okay. This is not only applicable in chess. It is applicable in your real life as well. When you have extra money, I will just give you one simple example, kids. By the way, you are too small to understand, but still, okay. Have you heard about name of Ambani's?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who is Ambani? Have you
I
heard?
don't know.
Most rich person in India.
Yeah, the
Correct,
richest
yeah,
person. Okay,
richest
the big businessman. Okay, he came up with Geo. Geo. Have you heard the name Geo company? Kids?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
What is it related to?
Mobile network.
Mobile network. Okay. So before few years, I believe not even 7-8 years. Okay. Before few years, Ambani's came up with Reliance Jio. Okay. And he gave the network, the SIM card, and the usage of that network absolutely free for entire 1 year. Can you believe? To the lakhs and crores of subscribers, giving the internet usage as well as calling usage absolutely free. Okay. How could he manage that actually? When he was giving free, was it not incurring any cost for him? Obviously it was incurring, right? But still he could bear that because he had lot of material with him. Now in this case, material means what? Money. He had extra money. So what he did, he pumped that money into the market. He attracted all the customers to him, all customers which were belonging to say BSNL, Idea, Airtel, Aircel, or any other subscribers, any other network providers, right? He attracted all those customers to him, and after 1.5 years, he started charging them. Okay. Within 1 year, he recollected all the money that he spent, Okay, and now he is in the profit. He is earning profit. Okay, so just to give you real life example, okay, this is how we can relate it to. Same case, if you have extra money with you, for example, if your parents are businessmen, they must be doing things like this. Okay, purchasing the things at lower cost and then selling it at the higher price. Okay, so they are materially ahead, so they can do the trading. But if somebody who is not having material, who is not having money, how will he acquire the material, right? It is not possible for him. In short, you can trade if you have the extra material. You cannot trade, or you should not trade if you do not, right? That is the simple rule. Understood? Okay, kids. This is very much applicable in your real life, kids. Okay. And in chess, it really helps a lot. If there is a, if you keep all the pieces on the board throughout till end, will that help you checkmating your opponent? No, that will be difficult. It's not the thing that you cannot, but it will be it will complicate the game. So just to simplify the game, what we do, we capture the extra material by giving our own material. Okay. So when you give the material, what is happening? You capture this. Okay. Now by giving this rook, what you are doing, you are freeing up two squares. One he will capture, another you captured. Okay. And you freed up the squares which were occupied by those two rooks. You freed up those so that later on, after capturing all the pieces, you can do one rook mate easily. And one rook mate, all of you knows how to do that. One rook mate is quite simple, correct, kids? One rook mate is simple,
Yes, sir.
provided
I don't know one rook mate.
there are no other pieces on the board, correct? If there are pawns on the board, can you do one rook mate easily? No. It is
No,
not
sir.
possible, right? Okay. Sanvi, you said something. You do not know what is one rook mate?
I don't know what one rook mate is.
Okay. Let me show that to you. Yeah. Any question regarding this, kids? In your material ahead?
No, sir.
Okay. You cannot do that. Okay. So just note this down and remember this forever. Okay.
Okay.
Now for Sanvi and for Ahlad, okay, I am going to show one rook mate. For rest of the kids, it is simple. They already know it. Let me take the 1 second, kids. Yeah, I will adjust the board again. Okay, Ahlad, pay attention. Okay, in case if you are not aware, one rook mate, what it means, when your opponent is having only one rook on the board, rest of all the pieces are gone. Okay, rest all the pieces are gone. Now can you do the checkmate to the opponent king in next few moves? Sanvi, if it is white to play, what will you play, Sanvi?
I'll give a check to the king by moving it to h8.
Okay, other kids will not talk. Okay, other kids will not talk. Yes, Sanvi, next.
I'll move the king up to get the king closer to the opponent's king.
Okay,
Now I will move my rook to e8. And I'll move my rook down to e4 so that it can so I have time to bring my king up.
E4 you said.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I'll move my king up. I'll give a check by moving the rook to f4. I will move my king to g4. And now I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, let's come back. Kavya.
Yeah.
What will you play, Kavya? White to play.
H7.
What?
R7.
Rook
Rook
to
H7.
h7. Okay, Sanvi, please note. Allah, please pay attention. Okay. Now, instead of giving check, what Kavya did? Kavya brought the rook here. Okay.
So that it doesn't go down.
Okay. What this concept is called? Kavya.
Blocking the line.
Okay. There is a concept which you need to note, Tanvi. Okay. This is called as blocking the line. Okay. What we did, we blocked the king in the last rank. Can you see now? At any cost, the king cannot come to this area. Okay. It cannot cross this. Correct? Now next, black played this. Kavya, move fast. Kavya. Kids, please join back, okay? If the meeting ends, please join back. We are less than a minute.
E2. King to
Okay.
E2.
King to E2, okay? Fast. Next.
Rook to A7.
Rook to A7. Very good. Now what happened, kids? Because there was a threat that king will capture, we simply ran or we let our rook ran away. Okay? Now king travels back. Next, Kavya.
King to F3.
King to F3. Okay. Next,
King to E4.
to E4. Next,